Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Gettysburg College Bullets Poll for another edition of Facebook Live. We're glad you can join us this afternoon. My name is Braden Snyder, and today we're joined by the co-captains of the Gettysburg College men's swimming team. Bullets are coming off another outstanding season. Last year, they captured their sixth straight Centennial Conference title here in the Bullets Pool. The team is set to open the season tomorrow with a dual meet at Centennial Conference rival Washington College. So let's introduce our guest today. Seated to my far left is Josh Kiehl. Josh is a senior co-captain from Clarksburg, Maryland. He has made his mark in a number of different events throughout his career. He began as a distance freestyler and captured a Centennial Conference bronze medal in the 1650 as a freshman before anchoring the conference champion 800 free relay team as a sophomore. Due to an injury, he shifted into the breaststroke last season, but still made an impact, reaching the final in the 200 breast at the conference meet. And out of the pool, Josh is a biology major and a chemistry minor. Seated to my immediate left is Ty Dougherty. Ty is a junior from Westchester, Pennsylvania, and Ty has established himself as one of the top swimmers in program history, and he's a seven-time All-American. Last season, he became the first swimmer at Gettysburg to reach the final in three different events at the NCAA Division III Championships, where he was a first-team All-American in the 100 freestyle, finishing seventh in that event. He was also the Centennial Conference Most Outstanding Swimmer a year ago at the conference meet, where he picked up 7 medals, including 5 golds, leading the Bullets to the conference title. In the classroom, Ty is an organization and management studies major. So welcome, Josh and Ty. Thank you so much for taking your time out here on a Friday afternoon before your first meet tomorrow. So I guess, Ty, I'll ask you, first off, can you just talk about how the preseason has been going so far? What kind of training have you been doing, and how's it been going?
Yeah, so I think the preseason's been going really well. It's always a toss-up to see, especially with freshmen coming in and other swimmers, to see if they actually swam during the summer and continue to work hard, not only in the pool but in the weight room. So I think after a week or so, we really were able to see that everybody came in, worked hard the summer. A lot of them showed that they improved a lot. They looked stronger, bigger, and I think that's really going to help us throughout the season.
Josh, anything you'd like to add to that? Yeah. Well, Josh, let me ask you this then. From what you've seen so far of the team, you've had, several weeks now of practices obviously beginning in October. And what are your impressions of the team, I guess, from what you've seen so far and of the newcomers? I guess there's 10 returning swimmers, 7 newcomers this year. So what have you seen so far?
Yeah, the 10 guys who came back, we're all looking really strong. We feel really confident about our chances. And then to add on to that, our freshmen are looking outstanding. So we have a few guys who are definitely going to make an impact. And then so just every swimmer that we have is really doing great things, and we're really excited to see what they can do starting at the meet tomorrow.
Well, as we mentioned previously, it was another outstanding season here for the Bullets last year, winning their sixth straight conference team title. Also a great season for you individually, Ty, as we mentioned so many of the amazing accomplishments that you were able to reach last season. So can you talk about maybe some of the goals you think the team has set for itself this year, or maybe some of the goals you've set for yourself, things that you would like to accomplish individually?
Yeah, so I think as a team, we should try to look for maybe doing a little bit better in season. We had a few hiccups with some meets we should have won last year, which were a little bit of a disappointment, but we got through them, and I think it really paid off at the end, because through those losses we learned a lot about our team, what we can do better, and I think obviously since we won the Centennial Conference Championship, it really played off at the end. Individually, I just hope on lowering my times, obviously qualifying for NCAAs in my 3 events, hopefully at our invitational meet to get that out of the way with. But other than that, I think the team's looking really strong, and we have a great base on what we're going to do for the season.
You want to add, Josh?
Yeah, we're definitely going for 7 straight championships here, and I think we got a really good shot at doing it. Like I said, our freshmen are looking great, and we are destined to do great things, I think. Individually, I'd like to just stay out of the trainer's room and stay intact this season, but I'd also like to get top 8 in my 3 events as well and contribute to the team as much as I can.
You know, one thing you mentioned, Ty, is the invitational that we have here in December. Over the last several years, it's really kind of earned a reputation as being a very fast meet, but you don't see, I guess, a whole lot of those early in the year. We once had a national record set here a few years back. Can you talk about what that meet is like? Is that one that you kind of circle at the start of the year, where you want to make sure you get some maybe some B cuts, some fast times?
Yeah. Exactly. So, like, I think the main thing for the invitational is to really see where you're at in the season, to see like what you have to improve for conferences and what you've already done in the past through your dual meets. So dual meets are usually, obviously, your times are slower, but for invitational, you get to shave and taper a little bit for the meet, so you can try to get those fast times out there. And I think it's always a relief, especially for me, having those cuts out of the way, those B cuts out of the way to qualify for nationals, because then obviously the format switches when you go to conferences, so there's a little bit different format. So if you can have some of your events out of the way, when you get to conferences, you don't have to worry as much about it, and you can focus on a few events, not all of them.
Yeah, as a whole, it's been I think the Gettysburg Bullets pull has been a fast pull from what everyone is. All indications have shown between the conference meets that have been hosted here and the invitationals, just some unbelievably fast times. And shifting gears a little bit, the two of you have had really the opportunity just to swim with some tremendous teammates over your careers. Just to mention a few of the names: Mike Harmon, Ashton Lyons, Jason Potter, Tyler Gould, Sean Stark. All those are all Americans who have school records up on the boards or at one point did. I'm wondering just what it meant to you to be able to compete against or compete with such quality teammates, and maybe some of the things you might have learned. Josh, if you want to start with that one.
Yeah. It was great to come in my freshman year and get to swim with guys like Potter, Harmon, Stark, Gould. These are some great guys, and they were great role models, definitely. And it was awesome to get to see how fast they could swim and how hard they worked, because that only made me want to be better coming in as a freshman. So, they swim so fast, they get all these records, and when we had them, we really didn't have to worry about winning because they were all so awesome. But now we have this new generation of swimmers, like this guy to my right. He's awesome. We got some great freshmen coming in, but that desire to get better and swim faster hasn't faded.
Yeah, I think especially for me, coming in freshman year, didn't really know what to expect, and when I found out that I was going to be on a relay with 3 of those kids, Ashton, Potter, and Harmon, it really motivated me to work hard, not only in the pool but outside the pool in the weight room and stuff. They really motivated me to get stronger, and I think it really helped a lot. And a lot of stuff that they taught me, I'm trying to teach the younger kids, the younger swimmers, because it really helped me a lot.
Well, every athlete, I think, has a story as to how they got involved in their sport. So I guess my question to you would be, just how long have you been swimming, and just how were you introduced to the sport? Josh, is it something that you've been doing quite a while, or did you pick it up late, or what's your story?
Yeah, I started swimming at the age of 3, so it's been 18 years now. So swimming's been something I've been doing my whole life. It was kind of casual in the beginning, but then once I turned 7, that's when it got serious. And ever since that time, it's been school and swimming, and I think it's obviously paid off at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar with that as well. I can't really remember a time that I wasn't swimming. I just know I started swimming competitively around age 5, and it's been nonstop for me since then.
Now, were you always doing the same events? I mean, did you always swim the freestyle and the breaststroke, or was there a time that you were doing other events, or did you settle in on those pretty early? Or?
Yeah, so I always swam sprint, freestyle, and breaststroke. I've never really been a distance swimmer and never had the stamina or motivation to swim those events, but yeah, I've always done breaststroke and freestyle.
And then I'm a little different. I've been all over the place. So I started as a distance freestyler, then moved to breaststroke for a little bit, then moved to more of the individual medley, and then back to distance freestyle when I was recruited, and now I'm back to breaststroke and IM again. So I've been all across the board.
A true jack of all trades, it would seem. So, well, thank you for sharing. That was it's always interesting to hear just how you got started, and everybody's story is a little bit different. Well, Josh, as we mentioned earlier, away from swimming, you're a biology major, a chemistry minor, and I was also told that you have recently been accepted into medical school, which is tremendous, so congratulations on that. Can you talk just a little bit about kind of what your postgraduate plans are at this point?
Yeah, definitely. So I was accepted to medical school at Michigan State, and I've applied to other schools, which I'm still waiting to hear back from. I've had an interview with a couple, but I'm in one, so that's great. And then once I'm in the field of medicine, I'm interested in pursuing a career in oncology, so cancer with either patients or research. I've done a little research already, but I'd really like to interact with patients who have unfortunately been struck with this life circumstance and do what I can to help them get over that.
Ty, you're a organization and management studies major and only a junior, so a little more time for you, but any ideas of what you might want to pursue once you move on from here?
So obviously I'm organizational management and business minor. I haven't really thought about it too much. I just know I want to do something in the realm of business. Not really sure what field yet, but I'm enjoying the classes I'm taking right now, and I think it's definitely the path that I want to take.
Getting back to swimming here at Gettysburg, just as one of the final questions I would ask you, either one of you, what would you say it is you like most about swimming here at Gettysburg? I mean, obviously the teams have been so successful. You have a wonderful facility to compete in. There's maybe some sort of combination of those. But I'll let you answer that question. What do you enjoy most about it?
Well, a big reason I came to Gettysburg, besides the great academic standing, is the team aspect. And, you know, we're a family here at Gettysburg. I loved the group of guys when I was recruited, and since the day I came here, I've loved every team we've had each and every year. So you get so close with these guys, you practice together, you eat together, you compete together, you fail together, but then you also succeed together. So it's been great to really, you have a new family every year, but it's just as close every single time.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things about this school and this team is the support system. I know all of my swimmers on the team have my back, and I can always count on people supporting me in my fraternity, in my friend groups, everywhere, not just in the pool with me. And I think that's really a big deal, like having friends come to swim meets and everything that way. Well,
you certainly both had just a tremendous experience so far, and I certainly wish you all the best of luck here in 2016-17. Ty, Josh, thank you once again for joining us. Appreciate it. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this was Josh Kiehl and Ty Dougherty, co-captains of the Gettysburg College men's swimming team. Again, they will be opening their season on Saturday, that's tomorrow, with a Centennial Conference dual meet at Washington College starting at 1 p.m. The team's home opener is scheduled for the following Saturday, November 12th, right here in the Bullets Pool, when they take on Messiah College and Susquehanna University in a non-conference meet, also at 1 p.m. So thank you once again for following along here on Facebook Live this afternoon. Thank you for supporting the Bullets, and have a wonderful weekend.